How's it going?
It's going great. This is my first Comic-Con, my first Wizard World, my first time venturing into one of these things, and it has been the most amazing people watching experience I think I've ever had.
Yeah. It's excellent for people watching. Have you been able to walk around at all? Or?
I haven't yet, but I really want to. I want to tomorrow, maybe sometime around lunch, because my 7-year-old daughter, Zoe, is very into art and drawing and comic books, and she has given me a list of like Harley Quinn stuff that she wants. But I got her a signed picture of somebody from The Walking Dead because her and her dad watch it, no matter how much I tell her that it's not appropriate for 7-year-olds. When she's at her dad's house, my rules don't apply until it's about 9 p.m. and she's terrified of zombies. So,
Isn't that fun?
Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah. But I got her an autographed picture, and I got her a picture with Captain Jack and sent it to both my girls and said that Captain Jack said hello, and they both sent me pictures back like, oh. So, yeah.
Good. Well, I love her.
She's DJing around the world. She's a musician. She's kind of the life of the party. She's been all over. So it's a really fun character to play because she's just like the Stephanie we all kind of grew up watching. She still has that real zest for life and that spunk and that kind of fun comedy to her.
Right, and we know what brings her maybe back to town is DJ, right, has lost her husband, correct? And so is she just coming back for support with that and ends up staying?
Well, they're coming back for reasons that which I can't say. Yeah, it's like talking about the big elephant in the room. But yeah, Stephanie comes back not necessarily to come and help DJ out, but to come back and see some family and things like that. And then the show sort of takes a little bit of a turn. I've known since I was 5 years old. Other than my my parents, these people are my family. They're the people that I've known the longest in my life. And I've stayed, really close with them. I mean, we see each other all the time, so it wasn't like weird to be on set where it was like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in 20 years. It was like, oh, I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. But being on set and filming together as the Tanner, Tanner Katsopoulos, Fuller, whatever family that we've sort of enlarged ourselves to now, being those characters again and all together, was crazy.
Probably brought back a lot of great memories too.
Oh, a lot of amazing memories, and getting us back together on set, we all kept saying like, wow, it's like no time has passed. It's like we've been doing this, we were on hiatus for a week, not 20 years.
Yeah, so it seems like you guys are probably pretty lucky to have this opportunity to get to come back, work with these people that you love, that are like family. When you guys were presented with this opportunity, was it just a no-brainer? Everyone was like, yes, we have to do this?
Oh yeah, I mean, when we started talking about it, it was, the show, like I said, is centered around Stephanie, DJ, and Kimmy, so we were really the three that were involved in all the talks of pre-production stuff and pitch meetings and all of that. But the three of us were like, oh my God, we would love to bring these characters back and sort of re-energize and revitalize the Full House, not only the Full House franchise, but these characters again. And, we knew that once, if we asked everyone to kind of come back for the reunion episode, especially once it was on Netflix, and that, that's such a kind of a hot spot for really watched television right now, that it was going to be really easy. But I was thrilled. I mean, when they, talked about bringing Fuller House back, I thought how much fun it would be, to be Stephanie as an adult and to be her, again, but with a whole new vibe. Awesome. Obviously going to Walt Disney World and to Hawaii because it was like working on vacation, which was awesome. It was like, yeah, go to Walt Disney World for 2 weeks and go, do a show. And it was like, can I just go on the rides? But those were really fun. I mean, there's some great episodes. There's one, I think, where Stephanie gets the chicken pox and has to wear like this ridiculous trench coat and a hat and uses like this silly voice. I watched that one and I'm like, oh my God, who is that little person? Yeah. Thanks. You're welcome. I still see him like, dude, you're a handsome man. But you're also like my uncle. Like really. Like I've known him since I was 5. Like there's those people that are adults in your life and you're like, I've known you too long and I've seen you just looking like terrible coming into work and I've seen you go through life. Like it's like a it's like your brother. You're like, they're good looking, but you're like, there's not, yeah. So no crush, just John, just Uncle Jesse. No, I strangely enough, really didn't watch the show very often. As a kid, I was kind of like, I did it, why do I want to watch it again? But now I watch it, sometimes with my kids. And I think I had to get over the awkwardness of watching myself on TV. Because as a kid, you look at yourself and you're like, oh, my teeth look funny in my hair. And, kids are making fun of you at school. Now you get to the age where, like, everyone just makes fun of how they looked when they were young, and we could all commiserate about it, and it's fine. So yeah, I'll watch it now, but I haven't binge watched the show. Yes. Oh my God. I want to be in their crew. I want to be their friends. Anyway, if any of you haven't seen Ian McKellen and Sir Patrick Stewart's Instagram, it's hilarious. When I was 3, I would watch TV with my mom, and I loved performing. And, I was in dance recitals and all this kind of stuff. And I told my mom that I wanted to be a modeler on TV. That was what I wanted to do. That was my word for it. And my mom knew that I was, pretty bright and intelligent and funny and loved being in front of people. So she said, okay, what the heck, we'll try some commercials out. And I did a few commercials. I did a Sizzler all-you-can-eat shrimp commercial, which made me not want to eat fried shrimp forever. And then I did a Oscar Mayer hot dog commercial, which I can still sing the song, but I'm not going. And from there, I just really started working consistently, and I did a guest appearance on a show called Valerie. They had Full House in pre-production at the time with the same producers, and I got hired from doing one episode of Valerie on to Full House. I actually never auditioned for the show, so it was a very, very lucky break. How was that? Yeah. How rude. You're welcome. I know it was about 4 octaves higher when I said it when I was a little kid. My voice is a little bit deeper now, but especially after today. That much, but I knew that everyone in my class and everyone in my school watched the show. And, I would go to the mall and get stopped a lot, and I was like, I think there's like a lot of people watching this show. And I would go out and get to do, awesome things, meeting fans, and people were so excited. But as a kid, I don't think you really get the impact that it has. And especially now, 20 years later, the internet being what it is, and, social media and all this stuff, you really see, like, how many people like, a photo of the cast of Full House, or like, stuff like that. So I think now, I don't know that I realized it as much as a kid, but definitely now. Yeah. You guys are gonna laugh. And I actually got to meet him today, and I was super stoked.
Burt Reynolds.
Not Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds on the bearskin rug.
Okay.
At 6. Very, very mature taste. Sorry. I loved Young Indiana Jones, and I had a huge crush on Sean Patrick Flannery. I don't know that he was really like my strong female inspiration, but he was hot, So I could take a picture with him today. I was like, yay. I'm trying to remember who I don't know who I had on my walls. I remember in high school who I had. I've gone into like my whole like Doors, set the Jimi Hendrix like 70s phase. And my mom was really terrified for what I was going to become. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I had a lot of time to put anybody up on my walls. I had Mickey Mouse wallpaper. I remember that. And I think my mom did flowers on my wall one year. I didn't like those. But yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know. I'm not gonna watch it. I want to hear. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna kind of pay it much attention. It has kind of really no bearing in any truth at all. From the one clip I've seen, they made everybody kind of look like children in the room, so I can't say it, but like that. Yeah. Thanks you. Sure.
Was that something that you guys were aware of, or
no?
Was it just
No, they just put it out there.
With any of you, and they just made it, and you found out.
Yeah, they made it, and they based it on I think a lot of BS. So.
Yeah, I think I read it was based on like just gossip and media articles and stuff.
Yeah, which is funny because I remember being like 7 or 8. And there was like an Inquirer article that came out about Bob Saget hating me, that I was a difficult child to work with, and at the time I was going and spending weekends with Bob at his house and his kids. So any of the gossip articles and stuff like that are complete nonsense. So don't believe everything you read. Probably anything you read, unless it's on the internet, which is always true.